So let me guess. You never really worn makeup before a day in your life and never even thought about it. But then you stumbled upon a makeup tutorial and it introduced you to a wonderful land of all these colors and palettes. So now you're thinking to yourself, I want to do that. But then you realize makeup is actually kind of expensive. But you probably don't know exactly where to start. That's where I come in, darling. You won't regret it.
I've been watching you, so tell me what to do. I want it, girl, I need it. Give me all of you tonight.
Hi, I'm Tassie and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome home. If you're a new subscriber, make yourself at home. Let's just talk about this look for a second though. I'm not gonna lie, I look like somebody's auntie. I look like somebody's auntie. Like the auntie that just has a bunch of incense in her house. Yeah, I look like her. But I like it though. I like it. But my plan is to be the rich auntie and I'm not rich yet, so if my friends are watching this, y'all better not. You better wait. You better stop. I am not ready yet. But anywho, I am making this video because I wanted to help people that were just starting to get into the makeup community. Because I know when I first joined, it's like, I don't want to talk bad about people, but I didn't really get that much useful help. Like they tried, they really tried. But at the same time, it's like, do you know what you're talking about at all? It just doesn't make sense. So today I decided that I want to teach you how to build your makeup collection from scratch. Now I want to put a quick disclaimer out there once again. I am no way, shape, or form a beauty guru. I am not that talented to be somebody's beauty guru. Do I like makeup? Yes. But do I do everything that other makeup artists do? No. My makeup style is completely different from everyone else's, and I know that there's some methods and some techniques that I probably don't do correctly. So be advised, this is advice. This is not scientific proof. This is not me as a makeup artist or a makeup guru telling you that this is how you need to do it. I am literally just a random girl on the internet telling you the things that have helped me out. That's it. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So the first thing that you want to focus on when you're going into makeup for the first time is your eyes and your lips. If you're younger, it is very beneficial to start off with just eyes and just lips for right now. Because I'm not against anybody wearing makeup, but I also feel like as a young girl, you're still kind of at that age where you can be easily misled and still feel insecure about your body and your face and stuff like that. And one of the biggest things that is so important about cosmetology is that yes, these are things that enhance your beauty, but you also need to love your natural beauty and love yourself before you go into these departments and start doing all of these things and these changes thinking that it's going to make you feel better, because the reality of it is it's not. You gotta love yourself and put yourself on a pedestal before anything, because if makeup just expired tomorrow and everyone was just like, wearing makeup isn't cool, we're throwing it away, then what are you gonna do? But that's besides the point of the video. You want to start off with the eyes and the makeup because they are fairly simple things that can actually enhance your looks just off of those things alone. Lipstick, colored lip gloss, even clear lip gloss can do wonders. Trust me. And eyeshadow and lashes can actually go a long way as well. But I'm not gonna lie to you, you might want to practice on lashes before you get into lashes, because these are not as easy as people make it seem. It's easy once you get the hang of it, but just starting out, you're not gonna know what you're doing. You're probably gonna blind yourself a few times, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But that's why we have mascara. Get you a good little mascara, and it'll go a long way with clear lip gloss or colored lip gloss or whatever you're trying to do. Trust me when I say this. So my next tip for building your collection, I also want to state that if you are going to go into the categories of colors when it comes to your eyes and your lips, stay with neutral colors. As I already stated, clear gloss is always a win. If you're gonna get any color lip gloss or lipsticks, you should really stick with nudes that match your shade and red and pink hues that complement your color. Do not jump in it starting to get all the funky colors and the purples and the greens and the blues and all of that. Like, that's fine, but starting from the bottom, you want to start as neutral as possible and build your makeup up and build your makeup skills as you go along with your makeup. which I wish I would have known, because I've had some days that I want to just take back and pretend like they never happened. But that's a part of the journey. We can't take it back. The next thing that you're going to want to do when venturing into makeup is that you want to discover what your undertone is. Your undertone is very, very important to the whole entire process of makeup, because as I just previously stated, if you do end up getting colors as far as like your eyeshadows and your lips, you want to start off neutral. Everyone has their own color, everyone has their own foundation shade. You can't look at somebody and say, oh, I'm about that color, so I'm gonna get this, because you don't know that. And if you're thinking about going into foundation, it is also extremely important to find your undertone before you put anything on your face. In a lot of cases, you can actually go to a bunch of makeup stores and they'll help you find your undertone. But if you were curious as to how to find your own undertone by yourself, these things will be beneficial as well. So one of the tricks you can do is actually look at your arm. When you look at the arm, look closely to this part of your arm, because that's usually where the veins will show. If your veins look like they're probably greenish, that means that you're a warm undertone. If they look blue or purple, then that usually means that you have a cool undertone. Now for neutral undertones, you're gonna wanna put your arm on like a white background or a dark background. And if your arm looks better on either a white or black background, then you're probably a neutral tone. You can also do this by wearing jewelry. If you have a piece of gold jewelry and a piece of silver jewelry, you can easily see if gold looks better on your skin or if silver looks better on your skin. If gold looks more flattering, then 9 times out of 10, you're probably a warm undertone. If silver looks better on your skin, then that usually means that you're a cool undertone. The next thing you're going to want to do before you get into any foundations or any colors is go visit makeup stores. Whether that is Ulta Beauty or Sephora or whatever other makeup places that I don't know about. Visit these stores and use their testers. I personally feel like it's very beneficial to visit makeup stores before you deep dive into makeup, because you'll get an idea of all of the makeup products and their uses. You also can go into stores and actually test out some of their foundations, some of their lipsticks and blushes and lip gloss and all of that. And a lot of people that work at these makeup stores, they actually are professional makeup artists, so you can even go to a professional and ask them questions. If you still can't find your undertone, they 9 times out of 10 can help you. If you want to know what different products function a different way, you can just go to them and ask them. I would say take visits to the makeup places as a learning experience. And I understand that sometimes it's nerve-wracking because you probably feel like super awkward asking people things that you feel like the whole world knows. But let me be the first person to tell you, there's a lot of people that are professional makeup artists and people that have been doing makeup since they were 12 and they still don't know a thing or two. Because for one, makeup is changing every single day. For two, makeup has no rules. It has a lot of theories and a lot of techniques, but it has no rules. And for three, everyone does their makeup differently. People do different things to their faces to get their achieved goal. And maybe your achieved goal isn't having the most chiseled face. Maybe you have no desire to contour your nose, and that's perfectly fine. So don't feel embarrassed to ask for help and just ask the basic functions of what to do, because I guarantee you, even the best makeup artists have been in your situation. And if you really want to put it into perspective, a lot of these pro makeup artists didn't even have YouTube. So just imagine how they had to look. Imagine the things that they had to learn by trial and error. You have no reason to feel ashamed. Now, my next tip for building your makeup collection is to actually make a list and put the prices of all of the products that you want right next to the items. Once you've figured out what type of products you want to use, the looks that you're trying to achieve, and the things that you're trying to practice on, it is important to make a list of the things that you want to buy to achieve those looks. Because sometimes in makeup, you'll get so wrapped up in like what someone else is doing or what products they're promoting that you'll completely forget that you came here for foundation, and you'll end up buying 13 different primers. And as I already stated earlier, makeup is expensive. After a while, makeup becomes really, really expensive. So you want to stay on your budget, you want to stay on track, because you're just now getting into this game. You don't want to go and get like some high-end name brand foundation. I mean, you can if you want to, but I just wouldn't advise it, because for you being brand new, it's like, why would you spend that much money your first time when you can spend less money and practice and practice and practice? Because that's no shade, but you don't want to buy MAC Cosmetics and essentially waste the product because you're practicing and you don't know what you're doing. So make a list of the things you want, put the prices next to them, and call it a day. And the last thing that you're going to want to do is, with that list that you have, check off the list as you go. If your plan was to buy 10 different lipsticks, cross it out as soon as you buy 10 different lipsticks. If your plan was to buy 13 primers, cross out the fact that you bought 13 primers. Once that list is 100% complete and you see that you only spent this amount of money on makeup, you're gonna feel really good about yourself, and it's gonna give you the confidence to actually go home and practice all of these looks. So with that being said, I hope that this was really helpful and it helped a lot of people in their journey into getting into makeup. Before I close this video out, I do want to say it is extremely important to understand that you are going to mess up, and that is okay. You are going to look crazy sometimes, and that is okay. The better that you get at makeup and the more that you learn about the products and the progress, it'll be easier for you to find all of these products that you do want that might be high end, or that you might see your favorite makeup guru put on their face. Makeup is supposed to be fun. If it is starting to stress you out and you're about to go broke, then you are doing it wrong. And another thing that's very important when it comes to makeup is skincare. You have to make sure that the skin that's up under your fake skin, essentially, is healthy. That'll probably be another video for another day though. I don't want to bore you guys. But seriously, take it into consideration. Really sit down and look and think about the products. Take your time. Don't rush it. Just go with the flow and learn from your mistakes and applaud your achievements. That's all I can really say. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.